It is October, which means the spooky season, and on that we'll be doing a haunted house that shows negative and positive space. Space is one of the elements of art. In a nutshell, it's how objects and things in a composition relate to each other. For instance, over here I have a graveyard, and you'll notice how the tombstone here, close to the viewer, is kind of big, and as you get farther away in the distance, it gets smaller and smaller. That is creating space. There are two types of space in the art world, negative and positive. If I had a picture of just this bat, the bat will be a positive space, whereas everything around it is negative. The haunted house as a whole is a positive space, whereas the area and the sky around is negative. Okay? So before you start doing your printmaking, make sure you have also showing value. For instance, value is the lightness and darkness of a color or shape. The light is coming from over here. So I'm going to make a note that everything's going to be light here. So what I'm doing, my coloring in, I'm going to make my lines kind of far apart from here to suggest the light is shining on it. But as I get close to the bottom, it's going to be all in shadow. Okay, so right here, it's going to all be in shadow. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of shade it in. Once again, you don't have to color in with all the Sharpies. Sharpie costs money, and ink does not last forever. However, black paint will do just the same. So if you have big areas that you want to leave for paint, leave it for paint. So by adding the light here and shadows here, that is creating value. I might do a second coat later on with paint. Alright, so take this side. Sun's coming here, so over here it's going to be all light. And the rest is going to be in shadow. So I'm going to make some marks for that. Same thing here. This is going to, right here we'll have some light. Well, probably a little bit more shadow because you have the building there. So shadow right here, but mostly light. And then over here, it's going to be all black because it's all in shadow. This is making it look three-dimensional versus 2D. Same thing here. All of this is going to be in shadow now because this building is on top. We're going to have shadows also here. The building is casting a shadow on the ground. Okay, whereas this side is going to, we have this light here shining on that. So we're going to have just shadow probably around here. All this is going to be in the light. This is also adding texture. Alright, I think I'm pretty much good here. So once you're ready to start printmaking on your tinfoil, the first step you're going to do is you're going to outline your paper onto tinfoil with a Sharpie. This will let you know this is where the ink is going to go. Alright, when you're printmaking, keep in mind that everything on here is going to be reversed. Go ahead, flip it over, and trace it again just to kind of get the indentation. So that will let me know. Okay, see how it goes in? It's going to be right there. I'm going to go ahead and trace this, just the outline, not the whole thing, just the outline so you know where everything is. Alright, let's do it over here some. Lift it up, it should be showing up somewhat. You want to press hard. And then my light is going to be right here. So I'm going to make a mark of that. Try not to use Sharpie. This is going to be where the lamp post is. This is going to be where the moon is. Notice I'm not using my Sharpie because you want to save this for other people too. Okay. Over here is going to be where my grass is. Look it up. Kind of make a point that that's going to be my grass. Something that will help when you're inking is to have your artwork down, face down, next to you, so you can see where everything goes. Okay, we'll start with the moon. These here, you can use daubers. You can use temper sticks also. I think marker will use better. You can also use Crayola markers to ink in. So you're going to go ahead and ink it all in. My moon is going to be right here. Get a nice thick layer. Alright, and my lamppost is going to be right here. My grass is going to be over here. Notice I'm always going back to my picture. It's going to be reversed. My sky is going to be about right here. Now, we're going to be doing haunted houses inspired by Vincent van Gogh. He's a very popular post-impressionist artist who is also Dutch. He did The Starry Night and many other paintings. I think he did over 200 paintings before he died. None of his paintings were sold, at least not till he was died. He sold only one painting when he was alive, and then he became popular after his death. I'm making a point of making some stars around there. Okay, the house, I'm going to make it purple mostly. Any part that's going to be highlighted and not black is going to be purple. You can even mix your colors. I kind of want to mix some orange with that purple to make a pretty door. The windows are going to be orange also. I'm going to have the highlight and the lamppost be orange also. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit so we don't have such a long video. once you have all your tinfoil covered with different colors, I might do one more little quick layer so you can see how it's done. These are called daubers. You shake them really good. And then you kind of put that. I'm squeezing as I go. Okay. You can also mix your colors. Yellow green is a tertiary color. When I mix a primary color with a secondary color, that makes a tertiary color. Some more blue here. Some more orange. Once it's full the way you want it, you're going to spray with a little bit of water, not a lot, just keep it wet. Especially where the tempera is. Alright, next we're going to press this down. Press it down really good. If you make a mistake, that's okay. Let it dry, and then you can paint to what you want to fix with acrylic paint. So I can see a mistake already happened there. But that's okay. Bob Ross says there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. That's actually really cool looking. I like that. Alright, so you can kind of see we didn't have enough ink here, but that's okay. We can let it dry and then do a second coat. I really like how this part turned out. I think you can kind of mix it here. That's a good start. If you want it still wet, you can kind of mix it and make it look prettier. Okay, but that looks really cool. So I'm going to let it dry completely and then do a second layer again, because I'm not really liking how this part turned out, but this part looks really good. And I'm going to let it dry and wipe it down with a paper towel so the next person really good. Let it dry, and the next person will be able to use it too.